Hello there, Miles Pitcher coming to you again with a mortgage tip. This tip today is pretty awesome. It is something that's will definitely be a help to some of our low credit score borrowers. So let me walk you through it. But first, let's take a look at our rates here. And so, boy, we've had a little bit of a ride on the rates. They are still incredibly fabulous. The trend is moving up in the right direction. Last week, we talked about breaking above some of our resistance spans and being able to continue having some room to the upside, which again, inverse chart, as the chart moves up, rates get better. So we have some room to move to the upside here. You can see the spots where the triangles hit, and we have locked in our clients at that point. But rates are really great right now. Still getting clients in on incredible rates on their purchases. So let's talk today about, this is pretty awesome. So Fannie Mae released their plan for an update coming in September. Again, this is September 18th when this goes into effect. So the whole driving purpose behind this is to help the underserved borrowers with home ownership possibilities. So those are our lower credit people. And think about this. So how many times have you heard a client ask you, okay, so there's two of us, a husband and wife, or a dad and their child. They always ask, oh, can we use the higher credit score? Or do we average those together? And it's like, no, in the past, we look and see what the middle score is for each borrower, and then we take the lower middle score of the two borrowers. So the new change coming for these Fannie Mae loans in September is when we have a conventional Fannie Mae loan, and there are two borrowers on the loan. By the way, this is effective September 18th is when this will begin. We will now take the average median credit score of the borrowers and see if they meet the minimum requirement of a 620 score. So let's break this down a little bit. Median means that we're figuring out what the middle is, right? There is an equal amount of scores on the above the median and an equal amount below. That's what median means. Averaging is different, but we're going to be doing both here on these Fannie Mae's. So let's walk through an example, and you can see how this works. And I want to emphasize that this is eligibility for a loan program. It does not affect the pricing or the PMI on the loan. And I'll circle back to that point here in a minute. So let's look at this borrower right here, these two borrowers, 3 credit scores, and we pull from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So right now, the middle score for borrower number 1 is 619, borrower 2 is 693. We see this happen all the time. So under the current model right now, they would not be eligible for a Fannie Mae or a conventional loan because we would be going off of the lower middle score of both borrowers, 619, and 620 is the minimum on a conventional loan. So with the change now, excuse me, we are going to now take the two median scores, the two middle scores, and we will average them together. So what does that do? If we take the 619, the 693, we get an average of 656. So that now means that these two borrowers are now eligible to do a Fannie Mae conventional loan. Okay. Does that mean that their rate will be based off of 656? No, it's still going to be based off the 619 in the rate determination. What about calculating their PMI, their private mortgage insurance? That still follows the 619, not the 656. So it will be expensive PMI for them, but they are eligible to do a conventional Fannie Mae loan now. So yeah, step two, we average the scores. So first we determine the middle score or the median. And then second, we average the two borrowers' middle scores together. Why does this matter? How does it help us? So think about this. Your client wants to buy a condo because that's all they can afford, but it's not an FHA approved or VA approved condo. We have to go conventional. So this is a great way for those lower credit score borrowers who have a co-borrower with them to be able to get into those condos. Okay. Maybe your client is purchasing a property that is over the FHA loan limit. If they're buying if their loan amount's up around 500,000, Utah County FHA loan limits around 439. So this is another great option for them. How many times have we seen sellers not consider or accept anything but conventional loan offers on the homes they're selling? Yeah, this is another way that you are now able to take your lower credit score borrowers and have them eligible to do a conventional loan. Appraisals, another big deal. We are constantly running into properties that will not pass FHA, like they have chipping paint, maybe there's a little flooring missing, maybe the roof needs to be replaced. And a conventional appraiser would not write that up, but an FHA appraiser would. This is another reason why this helps out. So I'm going to back up. So just in summary, this is pretty awesome. This is something that we have hoped would happen for a long time. The averaging of these scores, that's pretty cool. So it really is going to help some of these low FICO borrowers have a conventional option now. So I hope this makes sense to you. Let me know if it doesn't. I'm happy to clarify or run scenarios for you. We love helping our clients understand every fee, and we love giving them options. This is an example of this. We would be able to now present to a borrower like this that they have a conventional option in addition to the FHA option. Have a great week. This is Miles Pitcher with Superior Lending.